Yabba dabba doo, king of the weirdos here. As we all know, I'm a huge NES fan. So I thought I'd take a look at a Nintendo game I've never heard of, the 3D Battles of World Runner. Yes, it was released March 12th, 1987 in Japan, and then September 1987. What was going down in 87? Well, The Simpsons. Yeah, the debut of The Simpsons. How can we forget that? Also, Full House. But does anyone care about that? I don't think so. It was developed by Square. You might remember them. They went on to make Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah. And you got to thank this game because that company was going under. They were sucking some shit. And this game came out and it had some mild success so they could go on and make the Final Fantasy games that you all love. So you got to thank this game, bro. Got to do it. So I think before we get into the game, let's dive into the cover art. Let's take a look right here. Oh, okay. It's got that early NES style. Got a guy trying to jump over a chasm. Maybe he's jumping into it. He's shooting a dragon. I don't know, or is that a flame coming out of his left arm? It's hard to tell. Reminds me of Mega Man, that goofy style. You know what I'm talking about? We got two moons in the background, so we're not on Earth, folks. No, got a little Arabian castle or something, futuristic castle in the background. Yeah. Oh, hey, it includes free 3D glasses. That's awesome. 3D was what all us kids were fucking going crazy over in the 80s. So anyway, that was the cover. Let's start the game. Let's get into this madness and see what's up. All right. Well, you play as Jack the World Runner, a wild space cowboy. Okay. He's on a mission to save various planets. It doesn't say which one, just various. Overrun by serpentine beast. It's kind of vague. So you start off and instantly start running into these green pillar dicks. Stuff shoots out at you. Yeah, you got a potion, a heart, a rocket, and a mushroom. But you don't want to touch that mushroom. It kills you. Unlike in the Mario Bros game. Yeah, it's not very good. And you're just running around left to right forever. What seems like forever, but it just kind of loops. And there's a lot of weird enemies, like little balls with faces. Little green guys, and you just jumping over chasms. It's kind of trippy. Kind of feel like I'm on LSD or some mushrooms. Maybe I took that mushroom back there. It's kind of giving me a seizure. Also kind of reminds me of the bonus level in Sonic 3. Remember that? You know, where you're on that sphere collecting spheres. Yeah, I don't know how detailed I can get with describing this game. You know, there's not much to say here. There is a bonus level. You got to find this balloon between two dicks, pull it out of your ass. Then you go to a different part of the game, different part of the board, and you collect stars. And then you gotta hit a metal dick at the end, and it'll shoot a star at you, or a heart. I'm sorry, shoot a heart all over you. Cover your face with that extra life goodness. Yeah, and that's basically it for the whole game, is you're just running left to right, jumping over chasms, avoiding enemies. I did collect an item somewhere where you could shoot the enemies, but I just avoid them. It's easier. So yeah, you finally get to the end of this level. There's 4 quadrants. Luckily, it saves you at the end of each quadrant if you can make it. And you come to a dragon syphilis-looking boss. And this time, you finally get to fly. And you shoot him. But I'm like, why couldn't I fly the whole game? That would have made this a lot easier. Could have avoided all those pitfalls along the way. But whatever. I guess I shouldn't think logically about this. You know, a cool thing about this game is it goes 3D. Yeah. I don't have the 3D glasses that came with this, but I do have my Freddy's Dead 3D glasses from the 90s. 92, I think. 91. Yeah, it's still got the Barks root beer offer. I should cash that in. It expired. Anyway, let's check out this 3D mode, huh? Yeah, don't I look like hip shit? Yeah. All right, that don't look good at all. I can't tell what I'm doing. Is that one enemy or three? This is not good. I don't like this. I'm taking this shit off. All right, screw that. Yeah, another game everyone's played, Rad Racer. That's what this is Rad Racer. But I was researching, so the guy that came up with the idea for this went on to make Rad Racer, so that makes sense. He's stealing from his old ideas, which is good. What else can you talk about in this game? The music? Well, it's the same song throughout all 8 levels, except when you get that bonus level. So it kind of gets annoying. There's another cool thing. When you pause the button, the sound is annoying. It's just one note. It's just... Yeah, it gets annoying. Kind of like me. But the guy does sit down and he starts smoking a cigarette. I don't know what that's about. Smoking was cool in the 80s. We were all doing it. I was 6 and I was smoking. But now it's frowned upon. I guess maybe you're cool if you vape. I don't know. Probably not. Well, we got the graphics. Look at that. Look at them juicy graphics. They are squared. Yeah. But hey, for its time, this was mind-blowing, folks. This was the hot shit. Nowadays you got your Call of Duties and all that bullshit. But this was it. This was the real deal. Back in 87, you had no choice. And I praise it. I think this looks great. The 3D effect is excellent. It kind of gets monotonous after a while. You're kind of doing the same thing every level, day in, day out. You could probably beat this game in 25 minutes if you got good at it. I only made it to level 3. So I'm not going to brag there. I'm not very good at these old games. I suck. I ain't got the motor skills. Mine are probably stuck at the age of 4. I can barely get in and out of doors, so don't come to me to beat these games. If you want to own it, I found it, man, it's expensive. This is an expensive one. It's about $100 or more on the old eBay. I'm not going to purchase it. I can barely afford milk, so sorry, game. You're just going to be emulated. I should probably rate this sucker for its time. This is excellent game. It's got some playability. I'm going to give it an 81 out of 100 metal dicks. And I think that's about going to do it for me. I would check it out, go emulate it, or if you want to buy it, if you got that kind of money to throw around, throw it at me. Yeah, throw me $50. I need gas, and I need more weed. So until next time, I'm the king of the weirdos. Play some NES until you die. Peace out.